anybody wanna see me in the middle of the circle, body moving like Urkel. We turfing, yeah. We turfing, yeah. Cup full of Henny, anybody wanna see me in the middle of the circle, body moving like 101 turf, 101 turf, 101 turf, 101 turf, 101 turf, 101.
Yo, everybody, welcome back to the Turfn Talks podcast. This is Mr. Turfn 101 himself, raw name. Before I say anything, I'd like to start off with this. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is TURFN_101. There's no underscore here, but it's _101. Subscribe to the channel. We're on our road to 1,000. We're getting there. Instagram, it's the same handle, TURFN_101. We have much interviews up already. Go back in the archives. This is interview number 28 that we're doing. We have some of the background, so sometimes they're out of order, but this one right now is special because it's the first time that we have one of the young and upcoming stars here in the culture right now. We have Lil Ru with us. Roux Stunna is his name on Instagram, at Roux Stunna. So big shout out to you for being the first youngster we got here on the Turfn Talks podcast. Shout out to you, Ru. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
You're pretty good. So I'm gonna treat you like we treat all the guests, right? First of all, Ru, how old are you?
I'm 8.
Ru is
I'm
8.
coming.
Yeah, you'll be 9 in October 13th, which is coming up in literally like a week, right? Or just about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be 9. And so it's crazy to have somebody so young in our culture that is out there so much participating with like Turf Inc. and all these things. So the first question that I ask all guests, okay, is when did you first originally start dancing? When can you remember, not turf dancing, right? When can you remember the first time you decided you wanted to start dancing or you started dancing?
I always, whenever I heard music as like a baby, I would just like start to groove. and then I started taking some dance classes, and then I like found turfing, and then it stuck. Yeah.
Okay, so you just said you started taking some dance classes, right? What were the first dance classes that you took before turf dancing?
I took some at Destiny Arts Center, and I forget the name, but yeah.
Okay.
I took some other ones too.
So you took.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I took them at Destiny Arts and a couple of other places.
So did you take like general like hip hop classes? Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Just general hip hop. Yeah.
You know what? This is a great connection because I used to teach at Destiny's Arts. So that was like when I was like 20, when I was a young turf dancer, that was one of the first companies that I taught for that allowed me to teach in the schools. And so I taught at like the high schools in Oakland and around for Destiny's Arts Center. So that's a nice 360 right there. Big shout out to Destiny's Arts Center. So yeah, so you had experience from Destiny's Arts Center. Okay, so how did you find out about turf dancing?
I was originally doing acrobatics, but then I broke my arm. So so I couldn't do acrobatics anymore. And my mom happened to have a friend who was my mom like just started to get to know Kuzi, and he had a lesson. So I signed up, and then it just kind of stuck more than
Okay, so
acrobatics.
mom, Celeste, are we here? Hey mom, everybody can you introduce Celeste? How you doing?
Hi.
So mom is here. Okay, big turf dancing fan here. So mom, how did you meet Kuzi? How did that come about?
I don't know. Kuzi is a legend. I was like, who doesn't know about Kuzi? I was like, I knew about Kuzi before I met Kuzi.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a lot of respect for him. So I was like, Kuzi was the first person to teach him his first turf moves.
So did you like look him up? Did you like connect with them social media wise? Or was it like you went to an event and you ran into him?
You know, my awareness of turfing goes back further than Roux. I first moved to the Bay from Louisiana in 2001. Right. I went to my first sideshow then, and that's when I saw turfing for the first time. So
you said 2001. I was, in 2001, I was a junior in high school.
Yeah.
That's the real era.
Just graduated senior, and I was eager to get out of Louisiana, and so I moved to California for the schools and found the turfing by accident. So yeah,
That's
so the
crazy.
turfing was on my radar, and I watched things and stuff. So
So
yeah,
you're
we've
seasoned in it. You
been
said
following it.
2001. You seen it from the organic, from the original style. You seen it from that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That wasn't quite that wasn't the beginning, but that was towards the beginning. It was a long time ago. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He was interested in dance in general, but it was Kuzi that introduced him to turfing specifically.
To Turfn, the way the of Turfn of now, like the new Turfn.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Kuzi is
Turfing
one
of
of your
now.
is Kuzi one of your, would you say Kuzi is one of your biggest influences?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's one of them.
You got to be one of them. Okay, so your name is Roux Stunna. So how did you pick your name? How did you get your name?
So Roux is like the base of all Cajun food. It's like what you use to make all Cajun food. And I have Louisiana blood, so I decided to name myself Roux. Also because I'm like very energetic, and Roux is what I think the baby kangaroo is called, and kangaroos are very like bouncy.
Right.
So yeah. And I picked Stunna because it's actually kind of a funny story. At my first battle, there was already someone signed up named Roux, so my mom was like, well, you better pick a last name. So I just was like ready with like Stunna. So I just was like Stunna.
So it came organically.
Yeah.
So was the other Roux? Do you know the other Roux?
I haven't seen him in a while, actually.
Yeah. Was he a young kid? Was he like around your age? Was he a young kid?
I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah. I actually haven't seen him since the first
Oh
time.
wow! So it's like, I just thought it was, that's fascinating, because now I get the connection of why you named yourself Roux, because Roux, that's actually deep though, metaphorically speaking. Like, because you said Roux, yeah,
He's got roots
it's
fever.
yeah, it's the basis for. I like that explanation, man. Let me give you some on that.
Not
Yeah, that
fully
was
formed.
fire.
He's not a fully formed gumbo yet, but he's on his way.
So Zell, is Zell the person who taught you your first turf dance move? Kuzi, Zell Kuzi.
Zell.
He taught. So what was the very first turf dance move that you learned?
I'm not sure because it was a while ago, but I think it might have been the Brookfield.
Really, the Brookfield.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The Brookfield is really one of those original turf dance staples. I see you do it a lot, and you throw in the collar with it too. Like, they used to do it in my way back in the day, in the dinosaur days when Renee was young. They used to do it and throw up the Brookfield. They used to throw up the nine like this, and they used to pop their collar. So I see you doing it, and it looks so organic. It's so cool. So okay, out of all the turf dance moves so far that like, what moves or what style do you like the best? Is it like waving, glides, the original, the tutting?
Yeah, I like gliding a lot and toe spins.
You like gliding and toe spins. You look free. I watched a lot of your videos. We do a lot of research on Turfn 101. Shameless promotion. We do this. We do a lot of research here. You seem pretty flexible. Where did you get your flexibility from?
Mostly, I always was trying to do the split because a bunch of girls in my class could do it, so I thought it would be cool if I could. And then I just kind of kept trying and trying until eventually my body just went all the way down.
And then you can do it. Okay, I'm gonna
We got
share something with you about
we got
turf
Sammy back.
dancing. So one of the originals that we kind of call the father of turf dancing is, rest in peace. His name is Anthony Warner A1. He started doing like the hands on the knees shaking like this because he was copying girls doing the butterfly, and girls thought it was cute when you got up. I'll just get up and do it. And you put your hands on your knees, and you see when we shake like this. What really that started from was girls doing this old dance called the butterfly. And so dudes, he wanted to like kind of like poke fun at it at parties and do it in like a way like that guys could appreciate it. And so it's the same energy that you had with doing the splits. So I want to applaud you on that. I love that creativity. It reminds me just of A1. And he's definitely like the father, one of the fathers of turf dancing. Shout out to also, Price Lucas. But that's fire. So tell me about the first time you showed up or you entered or had any interaction with a Turf Inc. event. Like, what do you remember feeling? How was that experience?
So my first battle was Intricate Tutter's Outlet.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really nervous. I was like really nervous. And then when I started dancing, it like suddenly just all like went away. And that's still
Right.
what happens. Yeah, that's still like what happens every time.
So wait, so let's talk about that a little bit. What gave you the confidence to say, how old were you at that time? Was this recent?
I think I was, how old was I?
6?
6 or
Maybe?
7 maybe?
Yeah, I don't think 7
What?
yet.
Wow. What gave you the confidence as a 6-year-old to say, I'm going to jump into a dance battle? That is crazy, bro.
I watched a bunch, but they weren't like, I watched like 3 or 4, but they weren't, I don't think, Turfn ones. And then I finally just like wanted to try. I just wanted to try, so I just like kind of went for it.
I don't know if you remember this. So we moved. I had been in the Bay. I went away. We moved back when you were still in diapers. So he was like 2. And then the pandemic hit and we were stuck in a room together for a lot of time, for a long time, for a couple years. And in that time, we'd like look at videos and stuff on YouTube, and he'd like be like, I don't remember, I don't remember slides, I don't remember playgrounds. And I was like, oh, that's so sad. Yeah, infantile amnesia hits at 2.5. So in between the time that we like became locked in the room and then like a little bit later, I was like, he didn't remember any of these things. And so I thought that was really sad. And I was like, we're gonna, this is not gonna last forever. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but like, let's make a list of the things you're gonna do when the pandemic ends and we come out of this room. What do you want to do? First thing, I got my pen. Do you remember what you said? Because you were little. I think first thing, he's like, win a dance battle. Then I was like, oh.
When did you realize like he loved to dance, Mom? When did you realize?
I mean, he was always like, if there's music on, he's going towards it. If there was music, he was making a beeline for it. If there's a stage, he's like running up to it. He loved music and he loved to dance. In the pandemic, writing the bucket list was the first time that number 1, win a dance battle, and I was like, okay, number 2, and he's like, be in a dance battle. I was like, I like that you're number 1, win. Number 2, be in it. Number 3, learn how to dance really well to compete. So it's like working backwards. And I was like, I like the big goal, and then we're working backwards strategically. That was the first time I heard the dance battle, and I didn't know that he knew what a dance battle was, and I still don't know. He knew what a dance battle was, which is like, we were in the room together the whole time. I don't know how you learned that without me somehow seeing something. Yeah, he used to climb in that era. He would like climb on this dresser and then dance and imagine that the pictures were like people that were cheering for him, and he would make the voices and be like, go.
So
go.
what was your biggest surprise like watching him grow as a dancer? Like, did it just come out of nowhere? Like, you just walked in the room and music was on and you just see him moving?
Every time he dances and I'm watching him, I'm like, that's amazing that he's doing that, because I don't. That's coming from him. I was like, that's not coming from me. So
You don't dance,
like,
Mom? You don't dance?
I enjoy dancing, but not like that. I was like, not like him. So yeah, I'm amazed at the creativity, and I'm amazed at Ru's ability to want to do something and then to persist in spite of the fact that doing that, getting better, inherently involves a lot of frustration. I was like, you're going to try stuff, you're not going to do it, you're going to enter dance battles, you're not going to win them the first time or the second time or the 20th time probably. Yeah, I'm impressed with his with his persistence. And yeah.
Very impressive though. Persistence, perseverance.
Yeah.
You gotta stick to it. This is one turf dances is one thing to where one of our mottos was you make the easy moves look hard and the hard moves look easy. And so a lot of our turf dancers, they like to try to jump to the tricks or to the ooh and ah moves because it's really hard and uncomfortable to really learn how to turf dance because you have to learn your body, really learn your body, and you're gonna look uncomfortable. And we call it the ugly stages. That's what we all call it. Everybody goes through their ugly stage where they have to figure out what their body is doing and what it can do. But the earlier and the more you stick to it and you learn your body, you get a natural flow, like a natural flow. And it's a great thing about the culture. So, okay, let's go back to because you do a lot of Turf Inc. events. When did you and how did you run into Turf Inc.?
I think like after like the like, I don't know what it's called. It's not a semester, but like after like the section ended with Kuzi, after I like stopped taking lessons, he told me there were like other like dance like events that I could do, and then I just loved them.
Right.
Or did more.
So it's probably First Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did because I see you when I see you almost like all the time on First Fridays. They kind of put you in like they showcase you a lot, which is really good. You know, you get a lot. You when you come out there, it's the crowd is always around and they're always hyped. So let's just talk about that. What was your First Friday experience?
I don't remember what my first Friday was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was a while ago though. I don't.
In the span of your life. It was early on in
Also,
your dance career, I guess. It's early on in your dance career, not long ago. It was like
I'm laughing because you're 8 and it's a
he's
while
8
ago.
though. Like,
Yeah. Okay. So let me reform that for you. Okay. What is the experience like? Tell the crowd for you dancing at First Fridays. What do you feel like? What are the emotions that you feel and and then what is your plan for the crowd?
I definitely sometimes forget, but you'll see most of the time I try to like go around and hype the crowd up
Mm-hmm.
and then do some like just casual stuff and then like a big thing in the middle and then
Mm-hmm.
down and down, down. And then maybe if I have something planned at the end, like a big trick or something.
Right. It sounds like you write it like you're writing a book, like a story. Like you have a beginning, an introduction, then you have a climax, and then you kind of like bring it down, which is cool because I watch a lot of your footage and you always get the crowd hype and everybody always hypes you up. And it's like it seems to get more and grow more and more. How were you nervous the first time you went out at a First Friday?
Definitely, yeah. I was very nervous
Mm.
because like I'd seen like videos, I think, and what the other people did, and I was like, I cannot match that. So I just,
Are you talking about matching adults, Rue? You definitely can match them. But go on, continue.
But like at that, when I was just first starting, like I was like, I could not do that. And then I just like decided to just try it because like, what's the worst that could happen?
Right.
So I tried it, and then the crowd was like hyping me up, and then it just stuck.
Okay,
You
this is not even
I
on my list.
it's
Go ahead.
it's news that he gets nervous for shows because I've never my experience from this end is I'm
Mhm.
like standing, I like I'm looking down in my bag for a minute and I look up and I'm like, where is he? And then I hear some people cheering and I look behind me and there's a circle around him
And there
and
goes
he's dancing, and he was doing that before First Friday. Like, I
Right,
have to
right.
travel for work and like it happens in foreign cities. It's like if we like show up someplace and there's music playing, I was like, he is a regular runner aware and find music and then start dancing. And somehow I was like, I lose him visually because he gets like a circle around him.
So is she's a natural mom? Would you say he's just a natural performer? Natural entertainer?
I don't know about that, but I would say my impression was you were not shy.
So, oh my God, my kids are fighting in the background. I can hear a 1-year-old and 3-year-old fighting right
Oh
now.
no.
Toys flying right now. Um, This is just a question for me because I don't even have this on my board, my list. I love your style. I like to dress and put clothes together and I like to put it on. I like to step out. Where did you get your style from? The way you dress. I like the way you dress, man. You're always put together. You look clean, you look cool, you always look like you have something that sticks out.
Exactly. I just feel like I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but I feel like I've always had a good sense and style. And then
That doesn't sound like a brag. That sounds I respect that. Okay.
You always had strong feelings about your
and,
clothes.
and then I saw like Zimmy having airbrush, and that's when I like got interested in airbrush. Yeah.
Okay. Mom, do you ever pick out any of his clothes or is this all Rue?
His outfits are Roux. I was like he asked me to get stuff for him, and I was like that predates Turfn. The first weird request was gold lame pants, but he could barely talk, so I wasn't sure that's what he was saying. I also wasn't sure what lame was, but I like Googled it and I was like this, and he was like yeah, and I'm like okay. I was like
So
he asked for Chelsea boots.
do you ever suggest anything or Rue asks and you're just kind of like, is there any times where you're like, I don't know, and you still go get it and it
It's
just
more
comes
It's
together?
more like sometimes I'm like, are you sure? So like do you mind me sharing your first day of school outfit?
Yeah.
Rue picked out a coat that was really cool for sure, but he looked a little bit more like he was going to Burning Man than the first day of third grade. And I was like, I don't know about this. Also, it's like not that cold, but it did look really, really cool.
Yeah.
The faux fur coats are all him, and sometimes there have been moments where I'm like, are you sure you want to wear the faux fur coat? in this moment, and we talk about it. But I was like, I'm more the like, let me just make sure person. I was like,
Yeah, I got you.
his is an important part of his expression to wear.
Right.
Cool.
That's very supportive, moms. Very really lucky. You
Yeah,
that's very
like,
supportive.
sometimes I get dressed. He's like, "Are you sure you want to wear that?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "It looks a little young." Like, thanks for letting me know. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I've been curious this whole time. Like literally, because I watch your videos and I'm like, man, he's always fly. Like, I'm like, does he
Yeah,
doing this? Is mom like, but that's nice to know
same.
that you just have your own creative expression and stay that way. Keep it like that.
I had a Kangol, like a bucket hat that didn't look that good on me. That he found when he was a little baby and like put on his head, and I was like, "Oh, that's cute." I like took some pictures. I tried to take it away, and he protested, and it's been like that ever since. So he's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
fuel.
Yeah. You definitely got style. I can tell you that. So when it comes to like music you like to dance to, okay? Do you have a favorite song or like beat to dance to? And if you do, why? What is the reason?
It changes a lot, but right now it's Dredo. It's Dredo by Mac Dre. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just feel like the beat and the lyrics are really good. Also, it's really easy to like have musicality too.
Right. Okay. So speaking of musicality, since we're on that subject, I like to go off question a lot. So what do you consider musicality? What is musicality to you?
It's like if the song went boom 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 and you like did something with like your hands that was like boom 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 boom, I think. It's like
Right.
it's matching the song with your body movement, I think.
Making your body look like the beat, right? Do
Or
you think
sometimes
that
if
that
the or sometimes if the like lyrics say something,
Mhm.
then you like act what it's saying out.
Do you think that gets the crowd more hyped than doing power moves, or do power moves get the crowd more hyped?
I think when you do when you do pantomiming or like musicality, I mean,
Mhm.
I think it gets the crowd hyped for longer,
Mhm.
but it's less big. But if you do like a power move, it's like a big burst of like ooh, and then it's like over really quick.
Right, right, right. So how do you use the two when you're performing?
I think I mostly like musicality a lot because that like lasts for longer and you can like double over to make it
Mhm.
long but also like really loud.
You know what I like? I like that you're at your age, you're about to be 9, but at your age, you're doing what I was doing at the age of like 19, breaking down dance almost as if it's a science because it is a science. It's a science of body movement and understanding crowd and crowd control. And for you to say that you can see while you're dancing, you can see how the crowd reaction responds and you can adjust to that is what's going to make you continue to make you a great dancer until your older years, which is that's a good skill to have. And I suggest that you keep that because a lot of dancers are just dancing for themselves. They look down, they don't understand what's going on, they don't pay attention to their surrounding environment. But for you to be able to tell me and say, hey, musicality does this, power moves do this, and this is how you can use them, that's a very great skill. Analyzation is a very great skill. So what's the hardest move you ever tried? Like if let's say if it didn't go right, what did you do? How did you handle it?
Mm, I know the hardest move I've tried, but do you mean like in front of a crowd?
Yes, in front of a crowd. Thank you. We need context here. In front of a crowd, not like in the lap, and like in front of a crowd.
I don't know if I've ever done anything super risky, but maybe like now I can almost every time go like backwards all the way. But when it was
Mhm.
like my first time doing that when I hadn't like practiced, yeah. I think
So
I
what?
fell
But no, go ahead. Keep going. Excuse me.
I think I fell a little, but another skill of surfing is like when you mess up, that was on purpose.
Yes, that is one of the major skills. We call it bringing it back. You should be able to you and experienced turfers should be able to see the slip up, but the naked eye of the crowd shouldn't be able to see the slip up. That's when you know you're mastering your skills. So my one question to you is about okay, when was the first time you were confident enough to hit your split move? Because that's became something I've seen you do a couple times now.
I mean, I feel like I was just practicing at home. Just I don't know. My mom was doing work or something. I was just practicing with myself, seeing what looked good. And I know I could go into the split, but I decided I just wanted to we didn't have anything to do, so I decided to just try something new and just try to just fully jump into it. And then I messed up a couple times, but then I got the hang of it. And then after I practiced a couple times, the next battle, I was ready to do it all the way.
So
Did you tell anybody you were ready to do it?
yeah.
I think you saw.
Did you
I've
just
not
pull
seen
it
him do
out?
that.
Like, did you pull it out
I've never seen him do
mid-round?
that until you did it in a battle, and I feel like that's all of the moves that are scary. I never saw you do until you just pulled it out in a battle. Did you know you could do that before the battle, or was it battle inspiration?
I mean, I knew I could do the splits, and I jumped into it successfully just a couple times.
I see. Okay,
It's like when
it's good to know that he checked it before he.
Yeah, before he just said, ah, and just jumped.
That was the first time I saw it.
I
Also, the worm thing you did, I didn't see that until you jumped into it.
I think you saw that.
I'd never seen you do that before Tutter's outlet.
So you're now becoming an experienced dancer at a very young age, which is so cool. So what is your move or something that you do that you feel makes you stand out?
I feel like I know every turfer does toe spins, but I feel like I do them in different ways. But then I also do them a lot more.
Oh, go. No, you said also. Keep going.
Also maybe my shake walk where I go like that. Wait,
Yeah, you put the arms
down
out and
here.
you.
Yeah. And all the stuff relating to zombies when I act like a zombie. That yeah.
So I know you've seen old school and then you've seen how Turfn looks like now, but you have a lot of the old school moves in you. What made you how do you pick and choose? What makes you oh, I like these new moves from what's going on now, but then you could do the shaking and the zombie walks and things that are from way back my generation 20 years ago.
I think it was your idea, I think, actually. We were just scrolling through and we saw a TikTok or something of someone doing it, and my mom was like, hey, maybe that would look cool if you did it. And then I didn't and she was like, oh, that does look cool. So I tried it in the mirror and it really did look cool. So then I just started doing it. Yeah.
So mom, you was aura farming moves, just researching moves.
I don't remember telling you that it would look cool if you did that. I was I tell you that about Louisiana moves, but yeah, I was not zombie moves. Yeah, I don't remember when
I think not the zombie, just the shake walk specifically.
we watched a lot of dance videos
Oh,
together.
you know what? They shake in Louisiana. Now I can
They
make
shake
that
in
connection.
Louisiana too.
Right?
We watched dance videos together, and we have we do have some dance moves that we like to do. I dance a little. I was I'll battle him, but that's it. I was play around. I do kind of remember that. I do kind of remember that. I was that shaking moves are cool.
So do you ever kids have vivid imaginations? I know this. So do you ever sit there and daydream about moves, or have you ever slept and dreamt of a move and got up and was I need to try this? Does that happen to you?
Sometimes it happens sometimes, but I've never had a big move that came from that. Whenever I try to do them, the moves are always really crazy in my brain. So then I try to do it's not insane I fly around, but it's something I couldn't do at this level yet. So whenever I try to fail. So I've never had a big move. But sometimes
Okay, when you're dancing and you're imagining stuff, let's just say you're at home practicing freestyling. What do you visualize? Okay, I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean by this. When I dance, there's a little guy in my head that I can see. He's on a stage, and let's say it's dark, and there's a spotlight, and he can hit all the moves perfectly. And I try to catch up to him and emulate the moves, but I can never be as perfect as the image in my head. So how do you create your moves?
I don't know. I don't really have an image. It kind of just comes. Sometimes when I'm out of material, I'll kind of picture I'm in Dance Dance Revolution. Or not exactly in Dance Dance Revolution, but I'll picture there's footprints on the floor they have to step on, and sometimes that's how I step perfectly on beat. But only when I'm out. Yeah. But only
Right. So how do you come up with what is your method of coming up with material? Let's say right now we get off this interview, you're like, okay, I'm gonna practice dance. Do you just turn the music on and do you just kind of just flow? Do you do you visualize combinations or how do you do it?
I kind of Mostly I just like flow and then I'll like experiment with a thing and then I'll be like, oh, that looks good. I should practice that to the point where I can like do it in a battle or at a show or something.
Right. So you just dance. You catch a move and be like, you're like in mid, let's say mid lab. We call that labbing. You'll just be moving and you'll do something and be like, wait a minute, I could do something with that. And then you'll stop and you'll focus on that move until you try to kind of make something of it.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. So we're not talking about just general dance game in general. We're on Turfing, right? So who in Turf inspires you the most and why? It could be more than one person, but who are some people that inspire you the most right now? And tell me, why do they inspire you?
I can't pick. People inspire me for different reasons. Like some people are like good at tutting. Some people I admire for like gliding. Some people I admire for like their bounce. So I can't pick one. But right now I'm mostly like labbing with Bravo.
The Bravo.
He's my main mentor right now.
Animaniac. So that means, are you gonna be an Animaniac?
I don't
Mom, look
know,
at me
but I
recruiting
really
him. I'm that's my group. I'm just joking. But shout out to Animaniac. Shout out to Bravo. He is an Animaniac. Shout out to the team. Bravo just joined me like recently, some months ago. But that's great. Bravo's a good dancer. He is a good showman also. So that's good. You got some good mentors. Who are some other people besides Kuzi and Bravo that have helped mentor you along the way?
Shaka.
Hey,
Shaka. Yeah, definitely like Dopey.
Dopey, yeah. I love Shaka. Shaka's one of my students. He used to dance in my garage way back in the day when he first came from Atlanta. So that's funny how it's coming full circle. And the AJ Dopey, shout out to Dopey. Shared with Dopey some of my independent contracts on how to teach inside the schools. And he was one of the turf dancers that actually took the template and, been teaching in school. So it's funny that you're connected to a lot of the younger people that I'm connected with. So it showed that it's just the beauty of this turf dance and how it goes in full circle. But you got some good guys. You had some good people around you, some great people around you.
And also Velo, I think.
Velo, yeah, Velo. Yeah, I love Velo. Yeah, those are some good teachers around you.
Tay, Stuck, Skeeter, a bunch of people.
Ooh, Skeeter too. Oh yeah, man, you're gonna be dangerous. You got the cheat code right now.
And Talise.
It's Elise. So you wait. This is another this is off the books question, like off of my list question. So you said you were in acrobatics and then you injured, you broke your arm. Have you ever labbed or did anything with Jesus?
With who?
Jesus. You know who Jesus is? Jesus. They call him Jesus. Zeus.
I haven't labbed with him, but I've seen videos of him, and I think he's really smart for coming up with acrobatics combined with turf.
He has tons of Guinness Book of World Records for acro dunking, and he is like the father of bringing acrobatics to turf dancing. So that's somebody that, once again, that's like great to lab with. If you're, you want to work on acrobatics or in general, I know he works at a gym that's in Alameda. Can't remember the name of the gym right now. But yeah, he teaches gymnasts and all that stuff. So if you ever was going back or wanted to implement your acrobatics for turf dancing, he's a great person to learn from. So on the subject of teaching, do you ever teach dance moves to like your peers, and are you the best dancer in your school?
Again, I don't want to brag, but like no one else really dances, so
Right.
probably.
Probably. Do you ever teach anybody, any of your friends?
Definitely at shows, I like to teach kids. I like to try to teach kids little stuff like the Brookfielder and the Smees.
Mm-hmm.
One time at school, I brought to school like this watch that had like clean music because I was gonna try to organize a dance battle at my school.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, okay, I'll go against this kid. And then the kid, he didn't kick me, but he was like, he was like, hiya, and like did like a kick, and I was like, no, it's a dance battle. And he was like, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Mom, are you listening to this?
Yeah, no, I know about it. I was like, he wanted to, he asked for a watch that could play music. And I'm like, what are you doing with that? And he said he wanted to organize dance battles at school. And so it took us some time to find some music that was like definitely going to be okay to have at school. And he went to school with the watch, really excited about it. And when I picked him up, he was not happy.
I'm not happy about the outcome. That's
I
all
heard
right. It
the story.
happens. It happens. It happens.
Not everybody on the playground was as into. They were into the battle part, but not the dance part. I think it was a good effort.
That's a good experience for you. That's a good experience. You already trying to throw dance battles and you're not even 9 yet. That's amazing to me. So what's one move, let's say that you do that you want to master or that you've seen and you want to try to master? What is one move that you want to do?
Still on my bucket, I still want to win a dance battle. I can't exactly pinpoint one move though.
Gotcha.
I want to get maybe smoother.
So you want to win you want to win a dance battle. So when you enter these dance battles, are you entering the dance battles with adults? Are you in the dance battles with kids your age?
Kid dance battles. So when there is one, I enter, but I enter all the adult battles.
Right.
So
So
most
what do you
then-
to enter an adult battle is very challenging. So what do you think are some things that you want to work on that you think can help you succeed to your goal as winning one of these battles? And it's gonna be an adult battle.
like I think like what I said, I definitely like some acrobatics with Turfn
Mm-hmm.
and some other acrobatics and smoother too, and just like new, funny, creative moves. I think.
Right, right. I think you should use your body and your flexibility and your youth to advantage. I think you can win. I think you can win. I think you're gonna get there. It'll take some time, but you're gonna get there. So do you how often do you practice? How many hours a week do you practice?
And whenever and there's like good music on, I just like groove a little bit, like with my shoulders stuff. Yeah.
Mom, is he like one of those constant dancers?
Yeah.
Does it annoy you, Mom? Does it ever irk you?
Actually, we can use it to our advantage though, no, because he doesn't like to get up in the morning. But if I put on music, then he gets up. So like it works.
All you
He
gotta do is
dances
just
every
put on
week.
some music. That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, I just switch it. I was like, I switch my alarm so it's like a new song, and then he wakes up to that.
So, Ru, do you
Heck
got like
yeah.
a routine, or do you have like a routine or something you do, or like of a warm up before, like say you practice dancing or you do dance battles? You know how basketball players like LeBron throws the chalk in the air, or do you have anything that that you do before you practice dancing and then before you
I don't
actually do a dance battle?
specific, but I try to avoid sitting down for super long periods of time. I try to avoid sitting down for super long periods of time so like my foot doesn't fall asleep or something.
Right, that's the worst. Your legs feel weak, like you don't have like if you don't move for a lot, you sit down for a lot, do your legs feel weak? Like you don't have your legs up under you and it's harder to like glide around and move around?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, okay. So all right, I'm gonna give you 3 places. You tell me what's your favorite place to dance. I'm gonna give you 4 actually. Home, dance studio, street, or event.
Probably event, like
Mhm.
if we want to get specific, probably dance battle.
Dance battle?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember your first turf dance battle that you won?
Turfing. Do you mean like what?
Like a round, not a whole event. I mean, like you beat this person.
I still don't know, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You remember who you lost to?
Yeah. I don't who did I beat this battle, but it was like 4 people and they were all kids and
Yeah.
they were all like really new to dance battling. So yeah, I beat Polo in a dance battle. He did really well though.
Whoa, Polo! I seen you actually in Polo's video. I love Polo too. You guys are 2 of my favorite young turf dancers. So let's describe that. Did you remember what event that was when you battled Polo?
Battle
Mm-hmm.
before the Oakland Roots halftime show, there was a battle.
Yeah, I was there for that one. I remember. Yeah. Okay. So so what's one moment on stage or either a moment on stage or an event you did that was most memorable to you that you can't not forget, that you will never forget?
My first battle, Tutter's Outlet, I think it was when like I think the music was like and I did with my feet like da 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 da. And then I think it was like my first like big like dance battle crowd like where everyone like cheers really loud and everything. Yeah. And that
How did that
inspired me to
feel?
keep
How did
it
that
felt
feel when
really
everybody cheered? Like, oh.
felt good because it was like all of my hard work had like even if I didn't make it past prelims, which I didn't, it like still like paid off for like
Right.
those cheers.
Okay, so this is another question I have for you. This is on subject of that. So with that being said, you like that feeling. What do you think is more important to you? Is it winning the battle or gaining the crowd and gaining fans?
It's a hard question. I want to win the battle, not for like the money, but like so I can like go to school and be like, I won a dance battle.
Right. So would you say,
And then
okay, let's say you won a dance battle and you won the battle, but let's say you didn't win a battle and then you got 500 new followers. What would be more exciting to you?
I don't care about follows usually.
Mhm.
Probably winning a dance battle.
So you're about the victory year. You're about the victory. You want that experience.
Yeah. I don't know. I might like to battle like Cece maybe. Because I feel like she's really nice, but also she wouldn't go so easy and just let me win.
You said who? Cece?
Cece.
So
Yeah.
who is Cece? Let's explain to the viewers. Who is Cece?
She's a popper, I think.
A popper. Okay. So what do you like about Cece?
I just always feel like she's really nice and her
Mhm.
dancing is really good.
Right. Okay. So, do you ever feel nervous before performing? And if you do, like what do you tell yourself if you do?
I don't really feel nervous before like first Friday and stuff like that, but before
Mhm.
dance battles I'm always really nervous. I just like think to myself like what's the worst that could happen? Like I lose the dance battle, I'm sad, we go home, I like forget about it and just keep
Right.
living my life.
Right. That's actually very mature. What is your dream for your turf dancing as far as like what is your dream when you grow up? Like how do you see yourself in the next few years with turf dancing and what is your dream for turf dancing or dancing in general? You can give me either or.
I think for turf dancing because that's
Mhm.
really kind of like the only style I really do professionally. I think for turf dancing, like I feel like I'll be like judging events and stuff and like doing a couple too, like throwing a couple.
Mhm. Throwing some events. Okay, I got a few more fun questions for you as we're coming out of time. I'm gonna wrap you up, right? So, if Turfin was a superpower, what would your superhero name be? What would your superhero name be?
I never thought about that.
Would you be would Rue the super glider? Would you be Rue the what would you be?
Probably Rue the Groover.
Rue the groover. Why do you love grooving so much? How did you fall in
I
love
feel
with
like
that?
I feel like it's like something people consider to be the hardest, but
Mhm.
then also I feel like anyone could do it. Like it's like all you have to do is just listen to the music and move your body. And also it just looks good too.
Yeah,
Like it
I can
looks
dig it.
good in dance.
What do you think is one dance move that every turfer should know?
The sneeze.
The Smeeze? I cannot do that. I've just learned the Smeeze. I'm such an old man. Is the Smeeze one of your favorite moves to do, turf dance moves? Or if not, what is your favorite turf dance move to do?
Field.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Brookfield a lot. I like the cliff.
Oh, the clip.
I like the party starter.
Wait, what's the party starter? Let me see the
Or
party
can't
starter. Can I get a sample?
that one. Yeah.
Who made up the party starter? Do you know?
I no.
So this is gonna be my last question for you before we close you out. Who in your family has the best dance moves?
He really dances. Maybe Dorian, my little sister.
Really?
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
Your mom? Do you battle your mom?
Some for practice.
Mom, who's winning the battle? Keep it real.
It's for every time to battle. He says he needs to practice. I was like, I will do it, but it's not good.
So, Rue, this is my last question, okay? So, what's the biggest lesson that you've learned from dancing in general so far? Has dancing taught you in your soon to be happy early birthday, 9 years of life?
Think like don't be afraid to try new things even if you might mess them up.
I'm so happy, Butcher. You grow with confidence, right? Your skills are growing. The crowd is loving you. Keep learning about the history because the history is important, and keep it intact. And I appreciate you, of course. Also, so can we give a
Yeah.
round of applause for Celeste?
that I think his accomplishments are also a reflection of the unity in the community and people's
Right.
willingness to share and push the culture forward.
So I do this to all the guests before we leave. Once again, everybody, thank you for joining us. Can you tell the people where to follow you at, all your Instagrams, all your social media handles, and then leave us with a message of something you're doing in the future, or just with the message you want to tell the people, especially Roux, kids your age.
Oh, yeah. What you think? Well, you know your Instagram.
It's just Roux Stunna.
Yeah, but ROUX.
ROUX
And then
Stunna.
Stunna.
Okay, is it ran together just like at ROUXSTUNNA?
Yeah.
Okay. Leave a message with any viewers or kids that is watching this at your age that may be thinking about dancing and see you as an inspiration.
Like, keep trying. I know you might not think your moves look good now, but everyone had to go through that stage. No one would have good movement if they hadn't had bad movement first. So just like keep trying and make sure you persist, probably.
Mom, you got to be so proud.
Kid all the
You're
time.
doing a great job right
Yeah, he
here. Let
does.
me round of applause, Roux. Hey, once again, Roux, thank you so much for blessing us here. People are gonna love this interview when we put it up. Keep continuing to do what you do and be an inspiration to the youth, your friends, the community, and hey man, I say just keep going because you're very important to the culture. Once again, I respect and I appreciate you for having you. And Mom, I appreciate you for coming through and allowing this to happen so much.
Of course. Yeah, thank you so much for having him, Renee.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right, Roux. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Turf 101, 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 but in the Glock, 100